Well, one thing actually, and that's the two fan films that are being made based on Sonic the Hedgehog. I know some people have the doubts about both of them. One, of course, is being made by Eddie LeBron, um, who has done a fan film I downloaded before, which was the Mega Man fan film, and I think he did a decent job on that. And now he's working on the Sonic fan film. Now apparently this is going to be way shorter than the Mega Man fan film, maybe not. And he showed a trailer at MagFest, and the trailer basically um, showed a computerized Sonic. Now some people were kind of judgmental about that. Some felt as though they didn't like the fur that was on the head. The only positive thing they liked about it, and I do agree, is having Jaleel White do the voice. Now, the trailer to me looked very impressive. The teaser trailer looked very impressive. So we'll see exactly what he's got in store later with an actual trailer. Now, the other fan film has sort of been in and out of existence, in and out of work, if you will, for the past 5 to 6 to almost 7 years. Basically about almost 6 to 7 years, and that is the animated fan film done by a very controversial person in many people's eyes, Richard Kuta, who lives in Northern California just like I do. Now some people have kind of have the different opinions about this guy and the way he is, the way he lives, and all that. But, and like I said, they have their opinions about him and his lifestyle. And to me, it doesn't matter what kind of lifestyle you have. If you have a gift, like this guy does, to do an animated fan film, to have people help you with the animation, to finance it, to have people come in and do the voicing for it. I don't know how he does it. I don't know if he does it at home, he's got his own personal studio, if he's rented out a studio, we don't know. But for him to go to these links in the past 6 to 7 years shows that a fan like this person is dedicated. Now, I did watch both trailers. Now, the Eddie LeBron one, of course, you could only see it because somebody filmed it at MagFest. They were in the audience, they filmed the teaser when it was shown at MagFest. And again, it looks very impressive. Now the fan film, the animated fan film, we've seen the trailer. To me, the trailer looks okay. It looks fine. And then recently, actually a couple of days ago, Richard brought out a clip from a scene that's going to apparently be in the movie. And we heard the voices for the first time. We saw the animation sort of like in a scene-wise, like I said, in a scene, animation done, a finished, basic completed animation scene. We saw it for the first time, a completed animation scene, voices and everything. Now the animation, I will say, is, it's okay. It's not the best animation you can ask for, but it's okay. It's okay. I mean, like I said, you got to give the guy a little credit. He and whoever's working with him are trying. They're trying their best to get this going. So, and maybe this is just an example or a sample of something that he wants to make even bigger on a grander scale. Get made on a grander scale. You know what I'm saying? But again, the animation was okay. The voices, I'll give them a passable grade. I'll give them like let's give them maybe a B plus maybe. Because Sally's voice, I will admit, whoever did her voice would sound like a suitable replacement for Katsushi. But honestly, if I was doing a fan film like this, based on the Saturday morning cartoon, I'd probably try my best to do what Eddie LeBron did, and that's get the exact voice actress, the same voice actress that did Sally in the cartoon series, just as I would try to also get Jaleel White, who Eddie LeBron got for his fan film. I would try to get Jaleel for this one. Now, the other voices, Tails and Bunny. Tails needs a little bit of work. Bunnies needs some work as well, but I think with a little bit more practicing and a little bit more rehearsing, that they could definitely do a better job. Again, I give the overall thing a passable grade of a B plus if I was to grade it. I know some people may say otherwise, so maybe give it a lower grade, maybe some will give it a higher grade. But to me, you know, it's passable. You know, and like I said, give the guy some credit and cut him some slack. Because, you know, at least he and the group of people he's working with are trying, despite how you feel about him and his lifestyle. The same goes with Eddie LeBron. I'm sure a lot of people don't like, you know, like I say, the fur coloring, the fur and everything, the fur, you know, the CGI Sonic that has the fur and everything. I'm pretty sure they don't like that. But again, cut the guy some slack. He's trying his best. He and the group of people he's working with are trying their best to make it look authentic and real and kind of blend in with real life and CGI. Cut him some slack and give him credit. Yes, if you were to compare both trailers and both trailers as well as this scene, this animated scene with the teaser trailer of Eddie LeBron's film, then yeah, Eddie LeBron's would win by a long shot. There's no doubt about it. It would be more superior. But again, like I said, you know, cut Richard, cut Eddie, cut them both some slack, okay? Cut them and the people they're working with some slack because they're trying their best to, you know, make something that fans have been wanting for a long time a reality. Yes, it may, you know, yes, in some cases, it may not have the best animation and the voice actors and actresses may need some work. Well, on the other hand, the animation is great, but maybe not to the point that people want to see fur on there, on their hero, if you know what I'm saying, on the main character. So, again, to me, both are passable. Animation one gets like a passable grade of a B plus. The CGI one probably gets an A, maybe. It all depends on if we get a longer trailer to get a better idea. And the overall thing, the overall comparison of which one will be better, animated or CGI live action combination, will be determined once these films are released. And if they're released at a time to come. We don't know when. We don't know about the animated one because that's been a question for, like I say, 6 to 7 years. This CGI live action one is supposed to come out probably this year or sometime soon. So we'll find out which one will be a more passable grade, which one will be more superior. Obviously right now, if the CGI live action one comes out, it's the more superior one. But if Richard does, let's say, finally get this animation thing going and off the ground, then yeah, his would probably be the more followed because that's the one fans would want to see. Because they've been wanting a Sat-AM related movie. However, like I said, if Eddie LeBron's one, you know, shows that it could be a success even though it would be like a short film, then guess what? That would prove to be the one fans want. So like I said, we won't know which one will be better. Yeah, animation is going to be different. Eddie's is going to be superior when it comes to the animation on the characters. Richard's, like I say, pales in comparison, but story-wise, it'll be all depending on who ranks better, who will be better. Overall, that is what fans are going to be judging on. So again, both are passable grade, both get passable grades, and again, give both men in groups they're working with credit. Give both men and the groups and the people they're working with credit for doing the best they can, and for those people that are criticizing what they're doing, cut them some slack. They're doing the best, okay? And that's all I have to say. Comment down below if you like, and I'll talk to you later.